Okay, let's make this quick. Super Mario here. We're going to do the Premier League predictions. I have the predictor table over there, and I have my tier list over here for easy pickings. Okay, we're ready. 3, 2, 1, go. 20th position. Probably Burnley. Burnley being Burnley. It's come on. The difference between Premier League clubs and Championship clubs keeps on growing eternally. So it's looking pretty rough for Burnley, which is why I also think that Leeds United will be going down. But in a shocking twist of events that is false, I actually believe that the 19th will be Wolves. Wolves. What the fuck do they even do? What have they done for the past few seasons? If you go and check my previous prediction videos, which there's only one of them if I recall correctly, I always put Wolves. But in my video that was meant to release last year, that I guess I just forgot to upload, I put Wolves in 18th over there as well. Why? Because I hate Wolves. Wolves. What are they going to do? 19th place, Wolves. The last team to be relegated is actually a bit tougher because we have West Ham here and we have the other two championship clubs. The best case scenario, all worst case scenario rather, all three of these are probably going to get relegated anyway. But we move. I think we'll go for Leeds in 18 to keep with the theme. Lower mid-table, we are going to go for West Ham in 17. West Ham just look more and more trashy by the day, and now they've lost Kudus. I don't know how much longer Gerald Bowen can continue to carry that team, but uh, it's not for long. And look at no, they've gone and replaced their long serving striker with Callum Wilson. So it tells you just how serious of an institution the club is in the first place. We can move on to Sunderland. I don't want to be that guy that rates the championship clubs and are inevitably wrong because I'm definitely going to be wrong about this. But I really do rate Sunderland. I like the transfers that they've done. I think they're going to be doing just fine. Okay. You see, at this point is where it actually becomes tougher to decide because most of these teams are on pretty equal footing. Uh, so let's see. This is 17th and 16th. 15th. I mean, this seems like an Everton position, right? I mean, what compared to all of these teams so far. But I have a sneaking suspicion that Everton might do a bit better this season. So I don't know. I don't know. Uh, it's very tough to place these teams, but yeah. Now, after around 5 minutes of pausing the camera and going through the web a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and put Bournemouth in 15th over here. If you can't tell, I went to Google a bit because I actually forgot what the fuck Bournemouth do. They usually end up signing something, doing something, but this year all they've done is sell. And while they have made quite a bit of cash from that, they haven't really made any strides to replace what they do have. So 15th will be them. 14th, I feel a lot more comfortable putting teams from 14th and above, which is why I'm going to place everyone's favorite club, Everton, right here. We all love Everton. That's right. Me and you like Everton. No, I didn't say we as in Nintendo we. I said me and you like Everton. Yeah, we all love Everton. Me and you. That being said, it's fucking Everton, man. Moving on. This is 17, 16, 15, 14. This will be 13th. That seems like a pretty Brentford position. I'm not going to lie. You can tell that I'm ranking these up vibes. You know, my videos are unscripted, so I never really. This is like out of the blue completely. Uh, okay, I had to take a bit of a burger then. I think for 13th, we're just going to go Brentford. I've never really rated Brentford. They somehow end up being like 10th or so every season anyway. So um, I don't really think they've done much this year, yeah, because they sold what's his face in Mbeumo. That's like their best player now that it's Tony left. I don't really know what's left for them in that Brentford squad. Uh, it's sometimes it's pretty depressing to look at. They just seem so dry, you know. See, don't get me wrong. Kelleher, cool. Henderson. Fucking Henderson. Okay, if you say so, but like, man, I'm not feeling it. Okay, we can move on to 12th position. You can see that my mouse is hovering above Brighton right now. Yep. Brighton always seems to be a team that everyone rates. Yeah, everyone rates Brighton. You can't blame them for rating Brighton. It's Brighton because they always bring out some young stars, some shit. But Brighton tend to be very topsy turvy, tend to be very inconsistent. I think it's going to be safe putting them in 12th. I'm pretty sure this is 12th, right? 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. Yeah. 11th place, Crystal Palace. God forbid Crystal Palace ever make it to the top 10. I'm going to move on. I don't even want to talk about this fucking team. Um, Fulham in time. Congratulations. We love you, Fulham. This is my Alex Iwobi bias showing here, but I think Fulham have a pretty good shot this season. Uh, this is 10th, so next will be 9th and 8th. And between these guys, it gets tougher and tougher. But in 9th position, I think I'm going to. My mouse is hovering above Manchester United, but it's actually going to be Aston Villa over here. Man, Villa is a team that you rate for a bit. Yeah. No, Villa is a team that everyone rated before, uh, and for good reason. Back then when they were entering, but I struggle to see how they are going to even compete for Europa League positions this season. Not to talk about Champions League. While they still have all of their banging players, while their squad is still very very strong on paper, yeah, I'm not feeling it this season. It's going to come back to bite me as I say that, but it is what it is. And that's ninth. And now we have Manchester United in eighth. I don't want to be that attention seeker that be like, oh, it's Manchester United, man, you suck. Give me views now. But because do you get it, guys? I said Manchester United sucks, so now everyone is going to watch and agree with me because I said Manchester United sucks. They do suck, but that's besides the point. Yeah, uh, I think they're going to have a much better season than last season. It will be very, very hard for them to top what they did last season. Um, in terms of how horrible they were. But I do think Manchester United is going to do a bit better this season. I don't think they have what it takes to beat any of these teams up here, but I do think they have what it takes. Uh, I guess we move on to the Europa League spots. It feels kind of weird to still have Newcastle and Nottingham Forest up in here, but it is what it is, man. Speaking of Newcastle, we're going to put them in seventh. I don't rate Newcastle. And you see, this is some exhilarating commentary I've just been given. No ball knowledge, just pure vibes, Just I don't rate this team. I think this team has a good shot. Who cares? It's a short video, and I'm doing this on scripture, so it doesn't matter. Uh, we can put Forest in six, and we're left with all of these guys. Wow, this is going to be exciting. Okay. Fifth place, I mean, if you look at these teams over here, it's pretty obvious. Fifth place is going to be Spurs. Spurs have showed a lot of promise this season, and from their transfers, if Savio goes through for them, it's going to be, they look very, very exciting. I feel bad for Ange getting sacked, but Thomas Frank looks really, really promising. And again, the transfers that they've made, the strides that they've made, they look so fantastic. Their team on paper looks like it will be very fun to manage on Football Manager. Um, that's your commentary, guys. Which is why they are in fifth. I do think that they can do better. No, they can't. I don't think they're going to beat these teams at all. These teams are going to make the Premier League very interesting for once. Which is why we're going to have. Is it going to be Chelsea? Ooh, Chelsea in fourth? Yeah, it's going to be Chelsea. Deep breaths. Are you really telling me that Chelsea is going to win the league this season? It's not happening. It's not happening. I hate to break it to you. It's not. Yeah. Palmer is a world class footballer. And with the amount of people Chelsea keep on training into their club, something is bound to happen, right? They just keep on throwing stuff at the wall until it sticks, and it sticks sometimes. But I don't think he can stick for an entire season. You know, despite the humongous, almost comedic depth that they have, they they just lack something. I don't know what it is. Is it synergy? Because if it was synergy, you'd be wrong. They showed us all that they had synergy during the Club World Cup. Is it quality? No, no. Again, Cole Palmer. Um, Other guys that are good, I assume. I don't remember because I'm busy. Uh, but I just don't think Chelsea has what it takes. You can clip that because I'm probably going to be wrong, but I just don't think they have what it takes. Third position, it would be really funny to put one of these two in third just for the Arsenal joke. But no, it's Arsenal. It's Arsenal. I might even put Arsenal below Chelsea actually. Well, they finally got their striker, Victor Gyökeres. He's a scary, scary guy. Um, 10 goals, 5 assists is what I'm predicting for that scary, scary guy. I don't rate Gyökeres, unfortunately. I, he was good. He certainly sent 3 goals past City last season. He certainly did do that. But, you know, that was City last season. And he also plays in Portugal. So, like, you need to cut his goals by two, you know. That's besides the point. It's Arsenal. Arsenal is an institution, a bunch of complete and utter failures. So I doubt they have what it takes to win the Premier League anyway, which is why they're going to be in fourth this season. And it's time. On paper, Liverpool looks like they should be walking the league this season, but unfortunately for them, I'm a Manchester City fan and I'm incredibly partial. So I hate to break it to you, Liverpool, but yeah, this isn't your year this year. On paper, Liverpool is definitely the best team this season. Look at the signings that they've made so far. Look at the signings that they could make if Isaac gets into the squad. But that's not going to happen, is it? That's besides the point. I rate Hugo Ekitike. I think I'm the only one in my group who does rate him, who does think that he's decent. He definitely showed his quality during the Community Shield that Liverpool lost, Yeah. And we can't forget that they have words in there. One of the best midfielders in the world currently. The creativity that they have combined with, despite aging, he's still fucking Mohamed Salah. And then you still have well, I feel like they're going to definitely get in another attacker. RIP Diogo, very good man. But I think because of the circumstances, the sad circumstances surrounding his death, combined with the uh, with the sales of Darwin Nunes and Luis Diaz, they are going to have to find someone, and they're going to, it's for sure. I just don't know who. And none of that is really relevant to why I put them in second. I put them in second, and let it be known, out of pure and utter partiality. Manchester City in first. That's my club. I don't think you expected me to not put them in first. Looking at this tier list now, maybe I think the only thing I would change right now is that I would probably put Forest lower. Maybe put them here, put Manchester United in the Conference League position. Yeah, I think that fits much better. Yeah, just give me a sec to put this all in the Premier League table predictor over there so that I can lock in my vote for this year. Okay, now you will notice a few differences from the tier list that I did now that I'm finished rearranging everything. 20th, we have Burnley. 19th, Wolves. 18th, Leeds. 17th, West Ham. 16th, Sunderland. 15th, Bournemouth. 14th, we have Fulham. This is our first change. The Nigerian bias wore off after a few minutes, and I realized that Fulham just aren't it, which is why I've had them in 14th instead. But what's this? Where's the club that was right here? Hmm. Brentford 13th, Crystal Palace 12th. Um, I think I can just bump them down. Yeah, they deserve that. Brighton 11th. What's this? Oh my goodness. Is that Everton? I'm Everton's strongest player, unfortunately. Yeah. You just have to deal with it at this point. Yeah. Everton, on everyone watching this video, so Everton is finishing this high. In fact, they are finishing higher on your soul, you specifically. Yes, you. Don't comment on the video saying we as a Nintendo way. I mean you. Yes, you, the individual watching this. If you're in a group watching this somehow, I also bet your soul that Everton is finishing this high. Villa in ninth, Nottingham Forest in eighth, Manchester United in seventh, Newcastle sixth, Spurs fifth, Arsenal fourth, Chelsea third, Liverpool second, and at the tippy top, we have Man City. Realistically, I think Liverpool is probably going to walk the league again, but who am I to put Manchester City in second place? And I think that will be it. All right. Super Mario signing out. Goodbye. Which is what I would say if they want a few things here. Let's see. How many points would the champion get in total? Manchester City will probably get 82 points. Why the fuck am I adding this to the video?